it's Kelsee Briana J, and in today's video, I'm playing with the new PatMcGrath Blitz Astral quads, and this is the newest, latest, and greatest from Auntie Pat for holiday 2019, and I'm super excited to be playing with these quads with you all today because as soon as I saw them, I knew I had to have them. You all already know I'm a Pat fiend. Whenever she releases something, I'm the first one in line, like, give it to me. Thank you so much, Auntie. So you already know I had to get these, and I'm going to be doing two different looks using each quad, as well as giving you all swatches and comparisons at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and jump into these details. These quads retail for $65 each, and this is what the packaging looks like, and it looks really beautiful, very holiday-esque. It says that these hybrid formulations combine the best features of powder, cream, and fluid textures, delivering high pickup with an opulent payoff for eye looks that beam with iconic illumination. Succumb to extravagant makeup artistry with this exquisite array of finishes that deliver radiant color and sparkling shine. So she said all that to say that these quads are the 4 special shades, or the 4 dazzlers, that she includes in her larger eyeshadow palette. So instead of us getting the full 10 shade eyeshadow palettes, she took the last 4 ones, you know, the ones that she has that are super shiny, super glittery, very metallic, oftentimes duochrome, and she put it into a quad. So we have 2 of those, and there are 4 different eyeshadows in each of these quads. So the first one that we're talking about is the iconic illumination quad, and again, this is the packaging, and then this is what the quad looks like. So it's very reminiscent of the original 10 pan eyeshadow palettes that PatMcGrath came out with at first, except for it's smaller because it's edited to include the 4 shades, but it has the same type packaging, the PatMcGrath hieroglyphs on the front. It has that same mirror, it has the nice weight to it. The 4 colors in here are Astral Gold Allure, which is described as a glittering platinum gold, Blitz Bordeaux, a sparkling deep burgundy, Blitz Brown, a rich chocolate brown, and Bronze Gold 003, which is a glistening golden bronze. And next we have Nocturnal Nirvana, and here's what that quad looks like. So this one has more of a pop of color feel to it. This one includes the shades Incandescent Gold 003, which is described as a glittering golden sparkle, Blitz Aquamarine, a glistening blue-green, VR Emerald, a sparkling emerald duochrome, and Blitz Purple, a vivid purple sheen. Those are the 2 quads. Let's go ahead and jump into these looks. I'm first going to do a look using the iconic illumination quad, and then following that I'm going to do a look with the Nocturnal Nirvana quad, and then I'll tell you all my final thoughts on these quads, and then at the end of the video I'm going to give you guys comparison swatches. That way you all can compare them to other PatMcGrath eyeshadows that you may already have in your collection. I hope that you all enjoy, and I'll talk to you all very shortly. So here's the first look I'm doing using the iconic illumination quad. So I'm going to go in with the Sonia G Builder 3 and the color Bronze Gold 003. Press this on the lid where I have an empty space. Tap it. And bring it around. Now I'm going to go into a larger pencil brush. This is a Royal and Langnickel BLM 420 and the color Astral Gold Allure. I'm going to pop that on my inner corner and blend it over. This color is so pretty. I'm going to pop it on the lower inner corner as well and then bring it over. I'm going to take that same brush and a little bit of Blitz Brown. I actually want to pop just a little bit of this right here, in between this shimmery gold and the matte brown that I have on my lid. Just a little bit. And lastly, same brush in the color Blitz Bordeaux. And then all across the bottom, I'm going to take this color. Alright guys, so here's my finished look using the iconic illumination quad. So I'm going in with the Hakuhodo flat shader brush. This one is the B004G brush and a little bit of the color VR Emerald. So I'm going to make sure to tap the brush to get rid of any fallout that may occur. And I am going to pop this color right in the center of the lid. And then I'm just going to take my time and build this color up. So it's really pretty by itself without spraying it, but if I wanted to take it to the next level, I would spray it and really intensify it. But I'm going to see what it does by itself first. So I am just really rounding out my eye shape and popping this color on. I'm going above my crease with this one. And then I'm making sure to tap it on the outer corner to blend it with this color. So that's really pretty. Now let's move into the inner corner. I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is a Rougher 03 pencil brush, super tiny. And I'm going to pick up a bit of the color Incandescent Gold. And with this little bitty detailer brush, I'm just going to pop this color right on the inner corner. And then I'm going to build it up and blend it over. Same brush and same color, and I'm going to pop that on the lower inner corner. In the middle, I'm going to take Blitz Aquamarine with the same brush and carefully apply that. I'm going to connect it with the gold and then bring it over. I think this blue would benefit from some spray. I have a little bit of MAC Fix Plus here, so I'm going to go in with that. Kind of bind that glitter together a little bit more. Yeah. That made it pop. And then lastly, same brush, and I'm going to pick up the color Blitz Purple. Very carefully, I'm going to connect this color to the top as well as to the blue. So that looks really pretty. I'm going to finish up my makeup and I'll be right back. So I hope that you all enjoyed the looks that I created with these quads. Now let's talk about my final thoughts about these quads. I enjoyed using these quads. I enjoyed both of the looks that I created. I think my eye look is very pretty. It pops. It gives me a little extra razzle dazzle, and I overall think that the shimmers and the reflectiveness of the eyeshadows are beautiful. So there are definite pros to purchasing these quads as opposed to the larger eyeshadow palettes that Pat McGrath offers, because these quads are at a lesser price point at $65 each, which is a luxury price point because this is a luxury brand, and that is something that we have to keep in mind when looking at how much she chooses to charge for the products that she offers. And I know a lot of people had qualms about this simply because she has come out with smaller palettes before, and those palettes were about $55 and they have gone on sale and then gone not on sale a few times. And I know a lot of people were confused as to why these palettes were so much more and you get only 4 shades, and definitely that is attributed to the fact that the 4 shades that you get in these quads are the 4 Razzle Dazzler special shades that she has in her larger palettes. Up until now, the only way to get those shades is to invest in one of the larger palettes. So this is right up somebody's alley who doesn't necessarily want the larger palettes that she offers, but you want to experience the 4 Dazzler shades that she typically incorporates into her palettes. And that's what you get here without having to commit to the other eyeshadows that she has. If we're looking at this on a value basis, this is $65. The larger eyeshadow palettes are $125. These eyeshadows are the same size as the other eyeshadows that she puts in her larger pans, 1.5 grams of product. This does cost a little bit more when breaking down the cost per eyeshadow. The cost per eyeshadow in these palettes is $16.25. But if you break down the cost per eyeshadow in the larger palettes, they are less expensive. The larger palettes cost $125, and there's 10 different eyeshadows in the palette that makes each eyeshadow cost $12.50. But I'm not going to get into that much detail about that, but just know it is a better value to get the larger palette as opposed to these if you are looking at the cost per gram and the cost per ounce of the eyeshadows. So you all know I'm a huge fan of the large eyeshadow palettes. I have every single one that she has ever come out with. So do these live up to the same expectations? I think these are really pretty. As a Pat McGrath lover and collector, I'm happy to have these in my collection. I would say that I do favor this one over this one simply because I feel like this one is just a little bit more unique in comparison to the other eyeshadows that Pat McGrath has already come out with, as opposed to these, which I think that she gives us these quite often in terms of the color selection. And in a second, you guys will see the comparisons because I swatched a lot of different comparisons in Pat McGrath's line, and you guys will see that there's not any dupes that she's done, so no color overlaps, but I do feel as though I can do a similar look with other eyeshadows that I already have from Pat McGrath, because on the lid I feel like this quad is going to give me the same effects that the other eyeshadows that I have from her already give me. But as far as the quality, I do feel like these quads are really nice quality. The only shade that I had a little bit of a difficulty with is the blue color from the Nocturnal Nirvana quad, and that one is called Blitz Aquamarine. That one is just a little bit drier, a little bit more crumbly. I did go in with some spray. You guys saw that in the demonstration, and it really smoothed out that eyeshadow. But going in with it dry, it was sort of dry and it had a lot of fallout, but spraying it with Fix Plus binded it. So with that particular color, I would say go in with a stickier adhesive. So go in with a little bit more eyeshadow primer or a glitter glue or a spray like you guys saw me do, and it'll smooth it out. I do feel like that color is beautiful enough to justify doing that because it gives you the most beautiful jeweled aquamarine color, and it dazzles, and it has multi-levels to it. So it has that multi-chrome effect. I do love that color. It's not just a simple blue. It definitely has different dimensions to it. But aside from that color, all of the other colors perform the exact same way that the eyeshadows do in the larger palette. So the quality is definitely there. With that being said, it's gonna come down to the color preference. Do you feel as though you don't have these colors in your collection, or have you not tried any of the other Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes? And if you haven't, would you purchase these to get an introduction to her brand and to the special shades? Because I know it can be quite intimidating to purchase a larger palette because they are super expensive. But having this option, while it is still at a luxury price point, it's just a little bit less. So I know a lot of people are more likely to purchase this way. Let me know what you all think about these in general. Are you all a fan of Pat McGrath eyeshadows? I know that I am. I'm a diehard Pat McGrath eyeshadow stan. I don't think that I need them per se, but I do love them, and I am happy to have them in my collection. I look forward to reading you all's comments down in the comment section, and I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.